YouTube, what's happening? Hey man, real quick video. In response to Earl Spence saying that he would break down Mayweather if they was to fight in the prime. First of all, I have to say this. Errol Spence, in a way, told on himself. He said a lot of things. He said a lot of things in that video, but in regards to what he said to Mayweather, the main thing that stands out to me that makes me feel like Errol Spence would not be able to beat Mayweather is that he said he would have to be in his prime. Errol Spence said he would have to be in his prime. So he said, in other words, he said, if I was in my prime and Mayweather was in his prime, I feel like I would break him down physically because I wouldn't be able to break him down mentally. And I think that was a good answer. That was the right answer. But, you know, it's a fantasy fight. It's a hypothetical fight. And I would just have to look at it in the totality of Mayweather's career. What is Mayweather's prime? We don't even know what Mayweather consistently throughout his entire career was a prime. So there's hardly any way to see a point in which he declined. And Spence, to me, is somewhat in admission to have to think about it and then say, if I was in my prime, lets me know, on top of the fact that Errol Spence has let us know that over the past few fights, he's had issues with just, basic discipline, with just life stuff, just, getting too comfortable, letting your mindset get too comfortable, letting your diet slip, gaining too much weight, and putting way too much energy into losing weight versus sharpening his skills and preparing for the fight. We all know that Mayweather never had that issue, and we just never seen any weaknesses in Mayweather's game. We never saw any deficiencies that started to show, or deterioration that started to show, to even say, oh, Mayweather's no longer in his prime. Because the fact that we can still argue if Mayweather was come out and fight at 42 years old, and to argue what kind of case he would make for himself against a young Errol Spence, should be enough information to say it's obvious if Mayweather at 42 can get into shape, come in the ring, and even go, 6, 8, 9 rounds with Errol Spence, should let you know if Mayweather was in his prime, that most likely that means, he's going to have all the advantages to not only beat Errol Spence, but probably beat him in a dramatic fashion, same way he did, a Canelo or a Shane Mosley or a Zab Judah or a Manny Pacquiao. So I'm telling you, you bet on Mayweather at all times. The only how I can see Mayweather losing to any of these guys, Spence, Pacquiao, Crawford, Keith Thurman, is if Father Time catches up with him and he comes and fights just too late into his career, like a Bernard Hopkins, who fought just one too many fights. I think he was I don't know, I can't 46, 45, 46, something like that. But I can see if Mayweather just can't let go of the show, the bright lights. You know what I'm saying? He has to throw his hat in the ring with these young guys. I can see him fighting too long and then, being embarrassed by a young guy. like an Errol Spence. But as far as hypothetically, as far as Prime Mayweather versus Prime Errol Spence, no, I still think Errol Spence has a lot to do. And to be honest with you, I still don't even feel like we've seen a prime Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to see that prime pinnacle best out of Errol Spence until he fights Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? And so until then, there's still going to always be work to be done for Errol Spence. You know, Mayweather doesn't have any work to be done. He's shown us every aspect of perfection of boxing, and I can never go against that, basing it just off of youth versus experience. To that degree, the experience that Mayweather has to that degree, youth and strength completely is negated, in my opinion. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it's a good conversation. It's a fun conversation. But if you want my opinion, I'm talking about a prime Mayweather versus a prime Terrence Bud Crawford, prime Keith Thurman, prime Errol Spence. No, you know what I'm saying? That's almost the same way as trying to say Boots fighting Spence. Who would I go for? And it's, to me, I'm taking Spence all day. So, anyways, I ain't gonna hold y'all time because I appreciate y'all time. I don't want to waste it, man. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's Nocturnal Thoughts. Peace.